Cool. Xanderfell sent along a message of Mr. Argus Uri Kelnos. So we can fill in some of that. Let me just get my drawing tablet in the way. All right, so let's make a new section for appearance here. All right, Argus is of Aurine descent. So in this world, there's a few different ethnicities, and those of a white complexion are from land past the Orish, and so they're referred to as Aurine. At least they have been, now that all this historical time has passed. Argus is of Aurine descent, with long black hair, green eyes, and a medium build. He regularly exercises through combat. Wow, what am I doing with this word? Exercises? That does not right. Not sure why that looks so wrong to me. Is that right, guys? No. I'm supposed to be the writer here. Alright, he regularly exercises through combat and duels for training. Let's see here. Unfortunately, you mentioned he was 32, but we had already randomized previously when he was born. And we're also going to be, with the way that the world of Gethra works, we'll be kind of moving around in time as we find out more things about history. So we'll... oh, I should have looked at the message. Sorry, Xanderfell. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, at some point he's 32, but you know, when the next time that we find out more details of his history, we're not sure how old he is. You know, so we'll circle back to his age at different points and figure that out. Let's see here. We'll say, despite his time with bandits, Argos continues dressing with lordly style. A half cape, red and green tunic and apparel, gloves and boots, and some weapons he's able to keep from his previous life in Alpan. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, let me just double check if we put anything on the timeline for Argos. I'll probably just keep the timeline myself a bit here. I don't think we added anything on there yet. So one thing we could do if you wanted is we could say he was 32 when he was exiled. Is that kind of what you were thinking? And then we'd be able to figure out which year he was exiled then too. All right, sweet. Let's roll with that then. Yeah, 32 is when he's exiled. We'll say it might have taken him a little bit of time to meet the bandits, so we'll say that may have been a year or two later, or it could have been within the same year. But let's add this in. I think I'm going to restructure the sentence a little bit. We'll say in... so he's 32, so that would be 714. Yeah, I think that works out. In 714, Argos was exiled from Alpan, from his ruler-lord position of Alpan, after his exile, he fell in with some bandits. But eventually he defeated their leader and usurped his position. As leader of the powerful gang, let's change that to boss just so we don't repeat the word leader so much. As leader of the powerful gang, he began laying plans to get his vengeance upon those who had ousted him from his home. It must have been too late when we were working on this last time. Was this on the stream when I was up at 5 a.m.? Lots of little things to fix there. All right. Cool. Do we have any other viewers here? I think there was Vorax was chatting earlier. If he wanted to create a character, we could work on something like that. Or if anyone else wants to say hello, let me know. Great. There's our details on our little page on Argos. Now, do we have a page on Alpine? We can link some of this up. Looks like we don't. Let's start a page for Alpan. Settlement. Alpan. We'll call it a large town. And we're going to want to find a template we can copy of a city. Oh, I'm curious. It's right on the line of regions. Cool, yeah. Let's add some of that in then. Is this vices that he had before when he was a lord, or are these vices that he developed when he became a bandit? Let me know. Nice to have the map here for reference, so let's just see. I think this would count as West Radrigar. Before, when he was Lord. Okay, great. Argos. I think he was born into his position, we'll say. Ruling family of Alpan. And upon coming of age, was declared its ruler. As an adult, Argos developed vices that included gambling, brothels, illicit trade deals, illicit bargains, let's say, and conspiring with spies. So the bandit's life may not have been totally foreign to him before he ended up in the wilds. Oops. Oops. Oh, nice. Spoiler tags. That's going to be helpful. Thank you, World Anvil. Oops, wrong window there. Okay, so let's add in here some history for Alpan, and that will involve two things. From, let's see, 682. So we'll say he was kind of in charge for maybe about 10 years before he left. So he was 32, so he came into power when he was 22, which would have been 704. Let's say 701 just to be nice. From 701 until let's see here. There we go. 701 until 714. Argos Uri Kelnos served as lord of the city. In 714, he was deposed by insiders within the city and banished. We have yet to see if he will succeed in coming back, but I don't think we wanted to move things along too fast. So we'll just wait and see as we explore the history and slowly move there. We'll see what happens to Argos Kelnos. And then we also know in history in 1478, Alpan underwent a violent revolution. There we go. Curious if there's a way to add in references. That'd be kind of cool. Little footnotes or something. Yeah, I'll look into that more at some point. Hello, if you're new, just joining us, feel free to say hi. We're always looking for more people to take on the role of a character within the world of Gethra. So we'll just be continuing on with developing this shared game setting. We'll add to this about Alpan undergoing a violent revolution when we get through the Lives of Gethra with Dago and just see what happens. All right, so let's copy a link to that guy. Oh. I'll link that up with Xanderfell 84's character. Yeah, they've been super handy. I actually, I don't know if you guys remember, but on one of the first times that we were working on the wiki here, the World of Gethra platform, we couldn't get images to display properly on some of the things, but I sorted that problem out by just chatting with them in the Discord. They're very, very responsive. It was great. That said, I should make that my Navesfield logo a little smaller. It's kind of dominating the page here a little bit, but one thing at a time. All right, so Alpan, copy that. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I actually got some responses right from Dimi and I forgot her name, but the two who are the couple who are kind of came up with the whole thing. So I was surprised and pleased to get that level of service. That's great. All right, so Orion, we did make a page for this ethnicity before, so we'll copy that. Paste that in there. And also, if anyone's new checking it out, you can always find the link to the wiki down in the description or my About panels. All right, so let's take a look. A little bit more information on Uri Kelnos, Argos, Uri Kelnos. Yeah, makes sense. All right, and Alpan apparently is not. What happened? Oh, this page must just be out of date. There we go. All right, so let's drop Alpan into the appropriate land category so you guys can find it. Radrigar. Alpan. Nice. And then I think let's do one more page or an update here to the species and races about the slithers, because we just read some great scenes about them. Arise, chicken. That's better. Yeah, I think I've only seen some clips of it, but um, actually, you know what? Before I continue filling this in, I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be just like 5 minutes. Just gonna get some more water, and then we will continue working on the wiki for a bit. Maybe I'll do another half an hour or so more, if you guys want. So just give me like 5 minutes, guys, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we're just gonna fill in some details for this list here for a minute, and then we'll see what's next. All right, let's check in on that Feynuth chapter that we were just looking at. Oops, Lives of Gethra. Because I think it said they were somewhat beige, some were coppery. Are you guys into the MCU at all? Marvel movies? Yeah, so bronze, some of them have bronze scales. So why does it keep sending me there? From bronze to beige. Um, as reptiles, they will sometimes molt, or periodically, I should say, during which their scales will whiten, of course. I just saw the new Doctor Strange movie today with my brother, so that was kind of fun. Is this from that Aqua Teen Hunger Force thing as well? You guys are talking about? Gotcha. So have a yeah. I did enjoy Infinity War a lot. I also liked that the stakes felt so much higher. I find most of them. We were talking about this a lot today, actually. Me and some of my friends that went and saw it. We were kind of discussing the like kind of entertainment value versus it being a movie that sticks with you. So often with Marvel movies, for me anyway, I never go to them and feel like I wasn't entertained. They're entertaining, but I do sometimes find myself wishing for something more character development. I don't know, something more to kind of latch onto. But some of them are really good. Let's see. They also have sails on their back, similar to. Well, I guess I should keep the. I shouldn't reference things that the Gethra people don't know about, like dinosaurs. A cooling method that cycles their blood out, their warmer blood out of their body. Don't know if you guys know anything about that before, but this is another thing that I kind of tied in from realistic studies of animals and stuff like that. Is like some of the like Stegosaurus, they have the big kind of webbed sail on their back, and that takes as their body heats up the blood, it takes it out into the out into the sail, and then while it's out in the sail, it's just fanned out there, so it cools off, and then the cooler blood cycles back in, and the warmer blood goes back up and cools off, and so it keeps them nice and cool. So I kind of took that idea from how we actually think some dinosaurs and other reptiles work, and put that into the slithers to make them a little bit more believable that they would live in the desert all the time. So just kind of hangs there until they need it to kind of extend and take some of that heat away from them. Yep. Yeah, the comic version of Thanos, like I think that would have been very interesting to see as well. I just don't know if it would have fit as well with the way they've set up the universe so far. Might be kind of fun with the current iteration of things, and they're seems like each movie now is touching on the multiverse idea. Might be kind of cool if in a different if they just made it so that in one of the multiverses, Thanos was courting Lady Death instead of it being, then they could kind of say like, oh, that's the comics. So what should I be working on next year? Let's see. We still have lots of places. Oh, we made Elpan, but we didn't put it on the map. So let me do that quick. Once we get a bit further along on that global map, I'll put that on the wiki too, in case you guys want to use any of that as an idea for game settings or game maps or anything. Okay, so we want to add in Elpan. Oh wait, no, we want town. There we go. Links to Elpan. Bam. Oh, I think did we not make a page for ith? Let me just double check that. We did. Ah, I see. I should have been making some of these capitals. Well, we'll come back to that. Well, we'll make that one a capital for now. Ith. Let's see, did I add anywhere else that I haven't made a page yet? No, but if I haven't, I should make some of these places so that we can reference them, especially if we're going to be working on this area in here tomorrow. I'm going to get some more stuff going in here. So town. Actually, I'll make that a city one. I need to get a higher resolution version of the map at some point too, because it's gonna get too cluttered here with these markers. Vagrant. Yeah, that's better. Let's see, which other places should I make a capital? This one's definitely a capital.